This may be one of the best affordable base body figures. Let's give it a look. Alright guys, what's up? I'm back with another YouTube video. Today I'm looking at the Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S, or Epic H.A.C.K.S, I believe is what it's called. Let's pull the box up here. If it can fit. It's the Epic H.A.C.K.S. Move. The Epic H.A.C.K.S base male body. The champagne version. It is the champagne version. They have a black and gray version, like a black male skin tone version, and a gray version, which I think is very good. It also comes with, there's also a female bodies, which are shown in the back here, as you can see. I might pick these up for sure. I don't know how good the female bodies are, but this body here, I have some good things to say about it. I think it's pretty good. I bought 3 when I opened the package originally. The guys, they looked a little rough in the box, I can't lie, but after taking them out and stuff like that, and you know, looking at these figures and messing around with them, this is also technically kind of my first like Epic H.A.C.K.S or Vitruvian H.A.C.K.S figures, mainly because, or I think this is what, Boss Fight Studio. Yeah, this is like my first Boss Fight Studios figures. That's not the skeleton. The skeleton I used to make Benjamin. These guys here, I can't lie, there are some gripes, but they're really good. These are some really good base figures. I've had no problems with them so far. They're very customizable. We could look at the box here. It shows like instructions and whatnot, which is simply for stiff joints, heat up the figure. It'd be able to be disassembled to the head, arms, like where the bicep is at, hands, torso, heat it up, gently wash the figure before customizing, which I never really thought about washing the figure, so I might do that. And then also priming the figure, which I think is really good. And then you also have their stuff and whatnot. This isn't a sponsored video. If you guys want to sponsor me, I'll definitely appreciate it. But let's talk about this figure. This body, right? When I first saw it initially was on Robo Don't Know's video on reviewing the prototype. And originally I was kind of skeptical because I was like, you know, let's go over this, right? There's this thigh swivel that, you know, to some could probably look weird. No real neck articulation. It has head articulation, but no neck articulation. And then there's also the fact that it was basically just a one of my cohorts, someone I know, his name is Mecha Master. He says that it looks like a very upgraded Marvel Legends. And honestly speaking, yeah, this is pretty much what it should be. And what kind of blows my mind is this is a $20 figure that, in my opinion, looks better, kind of has better articulation than most Marvel Legends, and overall I just love the silhouette of it. It looks consistent, you know. The shoulders look nice, proportionate to each other. The traps look really good. The neck, you know, it's not a double jointed neck, and I'm gonna show you guys in a second because this thing is kind of being difficult. Oh, there we go. All right, just had to move that a bit. The head and stuff like that, it's all good. It's all articulated. Everything moves the way it should and wants to do. I want to talk about my negatives of this figure first before I talk about the positives. My personal opinion, right? I feel like if these things were to be added, it would just increase the cost of the figure. In my opinion, I think it would do that. However, there are certain things that they could have done that probably would have like just negated the whole thing. Number 1, the no neck articulation. That would definitely add more, since that's just adding more plastic and this, that, and the third. But I wanted this figure to have that, so that way it does look like, and it can give some attitude. It can tilt the head, do the head tilts and this, that, and the third, right? but I wanted it to look more natural, not like he's breaking his neck. In certain positions, it doesn't look like that, but in most positions, it does. That's one. Two, is the forearms and the shins, where they're at here. You can't swap these out, and you can't swap these out. I kind of wish they did how they did with the Marvel Legends, where there's like that boots cut. So that way, you know, if you wanted to really like switch out the legs, or not the legs, but switch out the boots here, you can simply just add that cut. Let me see. Where is my Marvel Legends 29.99? I'm gonna show you guys right now. Right? What this figure does, I was gonna use this for the you know, it's probably the not the worst, but not the best Marvel Legends to compare, since this is really, I think it's pretty good. The boot cut here, while it's ugly, it could have been added so that way, you know, hey, you want to swap out the bare legs and add some boots or whatever like that, like some Marvel Legends boots, that could work. It could have worked, but it just doesn't have that. Forearms, I mean, I'm gonna go back into talking about it in a second, but just really just that. I think it was the boots. And then, since you're gonna be replacing the feet, this is a custom figure, I can't really say much about the feet, but it's just that, the neck articulation and the boot cuts. Other than that, it's pretty good, which goes into my next thing, which is the goods of this figure, right? For the simple design it has, it does what it needs to do at the price range it's at. It can go forward. It can almost cross his arms. He actually can cross his arms, kind of. Or not kind of, but he can get there. It goes back really well. Also, I would suggest heating this figure. I didn't heat the figure. This is basically kind of out of the box still. It can go back, right? He can lean back that much. Sadly, I can't really say the same for forward articulation, but you could probably kind of sand some of like the gut area here, and maybe just a little bit more here to get some like additional range or whatever. But he goes down pretty good, and he can, because this diaper piece is like a rubber type of thing, he can do this and stuff like that pretty well, and he can go into a ball also. Just ball this guy up real quick. Ooh. You can really ball him up, and it's decent. It's not bad. I'm gonna put him to the side so I can look at the other guy, right? There's a lot of potential with this figure, and especially since it's easy to swap out parts and whatnot. If you wanted more hand articulation, since these only come with that like that standard hinge stuff like that, if you wanted more hand articulation, you could always just put on some like Revoltech joints or some like hinge joints with additional hands. You know, cloth goods. You're gonna really be covering this figure up with cloth goods and this, that, and the third. And on top of that too, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have any problems with this figure. At first I thought, I'm probably not gonna like it. I got it in the mail. I like it. For me personally, I do like how, like, let's say this figure, the Win Toys body is. I like the style of that. This definitely feels more like a comic book, more realistic style, where this is definitely more stylized. And I don't think that's bad. I mean, if this is what you want, you know, the stylization of like realism, a little bit of realism and a little bit of how do I say, comic style. I can't really think of the artist that this style could really emulate, since it is just a blank and whatnot. It's not really styled after anybody, but I think so far, right, with this figure, there's not much I can complain about. The price of this figure is $20, and what do you get with this $20 figure, right? As you see in the box, pretty good package, 3 additional heads, a bare feet option, and open palm hands and fist hands and a close grip hands and a foot, not foot rest, but like a thing you can stand on. That's pretty good for $20 compared to a Marvel Legends, right? And I'm going to use him as an example, right? Compared to this Marvel Legends, reused parts, which, you know, that's what most companies are going to do. But it's reused parts, no updated articulation, same old articulation. The only thing new that they really gave this body was the toe articulation. That's cool, but you have this very crappy, not so good articulation system, and I don't have the Maximum Spider-Man. I'm probably going to get that and whatnot, but comparing these two figures, right? I like the arms and I like the musculature more than this. I kind of wish it was a little more muscular in the arms, but it's whatever. But with how this figure is made and how it's supposed to be, right? The things that it can do that Marvel Legends isn't doing, especially this $25 to $30 figure compared to this $19 figure, right? Additional feet, additional hands, and additional heads. This figure comes with no additional heads, hands, and then that web thing. Sure, that's all Spider-Man 2099 needs, but let's look at Mafex, which, yes, it's more expensive and it's not really fair to compare, but Mafex comes with a lot of stuff. Why can't this figure at $26 come with at least the same amount of stuff that one has? I don't get it. I'm not trying to hate on Marvel Legends, and I did say I really liked this figure in particular because this is probably my favorite Marvel Legends. I don't have them. I don't have a lot of the Marvel Legends that came out that look really good, but this one I have is my favorite. I just think that what's being done by, and I don't really know Boss Fight Studios is a third-party company. I mean, I think they are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these guys knock it out of the park. They've knocked it out of the park. And especially since the skeleton figure I had of them, really good. And I've seen their Red Sonja figure, and I've seen a lot of their female figures. They look really good too. Articulation is desirable for sure in terms of the stomach area, but this is a really good $20 figure. It's $19.99 on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm pretty sure Entertainment Earth and a bunch of other places are going to have it. I feel like the aftermarket's going to go crazy with this guy, but I'm also hoping not. The only thing too, another negative too that I kind of has is the figure's a little loose in certain areas. Like this is like loose as heck. This shin is like super loose, but this one's pretty good. So I don't know. I guess it's gonna be a really hit or miss. I haven't opened this guy yet, so I don't know. But I'm done yapping. Let's just get into some size comparisons. So as you can see, this is him next to 2099, who is a little shorter, but it's because he has this like, he has these like shoes type of feet on. Here he is next to my Huarong with it's the Wind Toys body, alternate head and stuff like that. It's also taller than this guy, but I don't think it's too bad. I really like it. I think I might use this for Steve because I got the boxing gloves. Where are they at? I got the boxing gloves right here. I think I'm gonna make Steve with this. Oh yeah. Yep, that's my next Tekken custom. Oh, and I also have some shorts for him. Yeah, that's my next Tekken custom, Steve Fox. Only problem is the boots, but it's whatever. What else do I have around here? Here is next to my SHF Jin Kazama, who is honestly, Jin is 6 feet. This is definitely like a 6 foot guy. So I mean, it's kind of out of scale in terms of like, you know what? But it's whatever. Here he is next to my 2019 Sexy Ice Manticora. Very big, very big. I love this scale. It's really good. I have some other figures too. I didn't show you guys this little sneak peek of a custom I'm going to be working on. That's probably going to take a while because the clothes are coming from China. Is the V-Toys body, the new V-Toys male body. Very, damn sword's in the way. Pretty tall. It's actually a little taller than this, which that's not too bad for Cloud, I guess. My Cloud, but it's okay. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends She-Hulk. I might review her soon. I don't know. I was supposed to originally review Kazuya, but I ended up reviewing these guys because I got them and I was like, I wanted to talk about these to give my to kind of give my opinion on them, especially since I think that in terms of base bodies and, you know, stuff like that, This is very good. And I'm actually going to make my Elden Ring character over him and whatnot with one of these bodies I have. Here he's next to SHF who's shorter. And here he is next to my Heihachi Mishima on the... This is the Adam Toys buff body, which is pretty good. I know Adam Toys also is releasing some like bodies like that. I pre-ordered a couple of those. Don't know when they drop, but I will be doing a comparison video since they kind of have they actually have the same articulation system. So I can't wait for those to come out. Who is next? Here he is next to a Fortnite Scratch and an SHF Games Begin Goku with Gohan's hair. Gohan's head on him. Gohan being a little bit shorter and the Fortnite figure also being a little bit shorter. How this would affect, like, I don't know if you would swap and pop some stuff, like if you wanted to put the arms on this guy, but he definitely would have long arms if you put like his arms on this figure. Here he is next to CT Toys Agent Venom and the Jada Toys Ryu, which he towers over these two. I don't know, I think that's a little bad. I don't want to do like ja, but that's how they look. Pretty shorter compared to him. Sorry. I have one more guy, two more guys actually, that I want to compare him to. That being my DMC1 Dante that has been in a work in progress for like almost a year now, I think. And the Jada Toys Sagat. Dante, who's on the Roman key body with some definite customized parts. And here he is next to who is pretty good. I really like this. I like this figure a lot. And I'm thinking of buying a couple more bodies to make some characters, because I have a lot of OCs I've planned making, and this body's really good. Looking at the video right now, like in person, I like the silhouette. It looks a lot better. But man, it's just, I'm not trying to glaze. I'm not trying to be on some, but it's really good. It's a really good $20 figure, really good $20 base body. I don't have a lot of complaints. I don't know. I might add like the arms from the Fei Long onto him, since it's basically the same thing. Like they're the same thing, just different skin tones. And yeah, man, I don't know. I really like this figure. I have a 3D head sculpt right here. That's supposed to be like an OC of mine, but damn, that looks good. That looks real good. Yeah, man. I'm happy about this. Boss Fight Studios, good job. I know this is a pretty long video, but good job to Boss Fight Studios. I think they did an amazing job with this figure. If you can get some, pick some up. I'm definitely going to review the female figures next. And yeah, man, I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for watching. Pick up this figure if you can. It's not sponsored at all. This is just my opinion. Very good figure. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.